Hey, Nathan Hilton here from CustomGaugePod.com. What I want to do in this first video real quick is just run through the supplies and materials I use myself when I'm making these custom gauge pods. And first thing you're going to need, obviously, is to determine whether you're going to put 1, 2, or 3 pods on your A-pillar. And once you do that, you can go to glowshiftdirect.com or right on eBay and get those from GlowShift. They're reasonably priced. That's where I get all of mine from, and they got fast shipping. So nothing wrong there. You're going to need the pillar out of your car, obviously, and we're going to trim these up to help them fit a little nicer. Use some tin snips and a marker to kind of mark their place on the pillar before we glue it. I use a hot glue gun with some hot glue. Make sure they're glued down real good before I apply the filler, and I haven't had any problems with them separating from there. So this is what we're going to use then in the point when it comes to actually molding and filling in those pods to the pillar. What I use is a 3M product. Easy Sand Flexible Parts Repair. Works really good. It's not the cheapest stuff, but it dries real quick, sands real easy. All you have to do is take part A and part B, mix it 50-50, spread it on there to help contour the shape between these pods to the pillar, sand it down, and saves a lot of time, makes it real easy to contour those out. Of course, you're going to need a putty knife to mix those up, and just a plastic spreader. They're real cheap. I cut mine in half, make it a little smaller, easier to apply in the smaller areas. You're going to need some sandpaper, of course, and what I use is 80 grit. That's what I've used. It knocks down that flexible filler real quick and easily, doesn't leave too big of scratches that the filler can't fill in either. I got a dust mask, not a bad idea. That stuff's not the best stuff to be breathing in while you're sanding it, and it does spread around. It has kind of an odor, but you get used to it after the first couple times. And when it comes to adding some texture on these, on the pillar there to kind of replicate that factory appearance, what I use is the 3M rubberized undercoating. Works really good. 1 or 2 coats of that, and you've got a pretty decent texture to help mold those in as one piece. And otherwise, SEM does have a product as well. I don't really care for it. I have used it. It takes a lot more coats. It's a really thin texture, so it takes a lot to kind of give you the appearance you're looking for, but it is also an option as well. And when it comes to color, you know, whatever you like is definitely the option that you can go with. There's SEM has a really good line of interior colors, and I haven't found a pillar that I've worked on that I can't get a matching color from SEM yet. I've got a chart that I just line the pillar up next to, and it gives me the part number for the paint that I'm looking for. Order it in from my local O'Reilly Auto Parts, and they get it usually a day, so it works out real great. These are just a few of the colors that I've used on previous gauge pods. I myself, I think with this project, it's for my own car actually, I'm going to go ahead and use black. The exterior, the colors of the car is black, and right now, as you can tell, it's kind of a dark gray. I could easily match up and order in a dark gray to match, but I kind of like the accents of the interior door panel that have some black on it, so I'll go ahead and spray those pillars black to match that. So there's a quick video giving you a rundown of the supplies I use from start to finish, and in the next video what you'll see is I'll have these trimmed down and glued on, and you'll kind of take a look at how I trim those down to fit, to really save a lot of time, save some space on the pillar, and make them looking really good. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.